With Cooktown and Cape York steadily moving forward, we are witnessing improved infrastructure, sealed roads north and south, and 3 flights a day to Cairns and regular flights north. Our hospital is on the cusp of major improvement, which will create jobs. The town foreshore park and recreational areas have witnessed great upgrades and have been vastly improved. On top of that, the horticultural hub of Lakeland is going in leaps and bounds, as is our tourism industry. Another interesting aspect is that 150 kilometres west of Cooktown we have found rare earths, and there's a silica mine happening just north of Cooktown. Despite this growth, Cooktown has retained its country charm and offers so much to visitors and locals alike. I'm here with long-term owners of the Cooktown Orchid Travellers Park, Elizabeth and William Peck. They were both enchanted by the history and the beauty of our coastal town, that in 1997 they purchased the Cooktown Orchid Travellers Park, and after 25 years they're ready to hand over the reins. So let's meet William and Elizabeth. Just ask you, Elizabeth, so what made you invest in Cooktown?
Well, we came up to Cooktown and it's just such a lovely part of the world. And if you come from a city, it's almost like going to another planet. So we just thought that it would be an interesting project to buy something in Cooktown, and really there was no long-term plan, I don't think.
So Will, you've been here 25 years. Tell us all about it.
Well, it started off as a major project, as Elizabeth said. We kicked off with a complete redevelopment of the park, which was more or less derelict. And over the years, we've had it managed for many of those years, but always looked to improve the park with landscaping, facilities. So we've now got a really neat little park to operate.
You certainly have. It must be a lot of work, so tell us all about it.
Well, I think we've really organised the park so it's not a lot of work. Everything is well maintained, so if we have a problem, it's only a small one. And we organise the work between us so that we each have our own jobs and we don't micromanage. If Will says he's done the camp kitchen, he's done the camp kitchen. I don't need to check that. So basically you've just got the day-to-day running of the park, and each day's got its own ebb and flow really. There's no expect the unexpected.
So how do you balance out each day? It must be long days, Will.
Well, we kick off reasonably early. The alarm goes at 6:30 and we think about what we're going to do for the day. We have a swim, we check the pool, we check the amenities, and then in busy periods we've often got people waiting. But we're usually done with the work and with checking people in by lunchtime. The afternoon we deal with customer queries, and we both get time off to go to the gym or the town pool, which are great facilities.
Absolutely, and this beautiful weather to
Yes.
match. So one of the interesting aspects that I guess some of the viewers might have be interested in is how do you deal with the summer?
The summer gives us the opportunity for what we consider to be a well-earned break. So the park starts slowing down really September, October time. We have people going through Christmas, and then really by January, February and even into March you could take a complete break. And we do. We have a break each year for at least 4 months. We do manage this by having caretakers who keep it turning over us along the front, and of course they're tenanted, so really they keep jogging along whether we're here or not.
So if I may pose this question to you, Will, where do you go and relax?
Well, when we're here, we take time off by going and using the facilities in the town, or we shut the window at 6 o'clock and take time to ourselves, or we go out for dinner to one of the many fine eating places in Cooktown. When we're not here, we travel the world and we catch up with our kids, and we have a short spell in Sydney at our apartment there.
So while I've got you on a roll, can I just ask, where's Cooktown going into the future?
Well, I think Cooktown is really continued. We've watched it continue to grow steadily. The facilities have continued to develop. The services are fantastic. The hospital is really good, and the support trades and services are fantastic. It's a major centre for the administration of Cook Shire through Cook Shire Council, and the tourists are continuing to grow in number as Cooktown becomes more of a destination in its own right. So I think it won't be transformational like Port Douglas, for example, and the locals wouldn't want it, but it will be continued steady growth over the next 5 to 10 years.
So, Liz, where do you see future opportunities for this property?
Well, you could run it as it is and it would just go along. I mean, we are the first choice, I think, for most people who come into Cooktown because we're right in the middle of town. It could be a development site, you could put more cabins on it if you wanted to because there's sewerage all the way down one side of the park, so that's all ready to go if you wanted to put cabins in. Because we run it with just the two of us, we don't really want to make any more work for ourselves, but you could definitely develop it in that direction if you wanted to.
Terrific. So I really appreciate the opportunity to present the Cooktown Travellers Park. If you're out there watching this video, please click on the link that's provided and we'd love to talk further. Thank you.